everybody. I'm Jessica Garay Redmond. I'm a registered dietitian and a member of the Sports Nutrition Advisory Panel with American Dairy Association Northeast. I'm also an assistant professor of nutrition at Syracuse University. Now, I know for many of you, the current climate is a big change from your normal routine of practices and games, and that means you're probably working out and eating at home more than usual. That doesn't mean that you have to fall out of a healthy eating routine. So what I'm here to share with you today is a really healthy snack idea that might be nice as a pick-me-up after a workout at home. So this snack involves some sweetness from an apple, some really good protein from cheese, and then some crunch from a pretzel. This is also a really easy to adapt snack depending on what you have on hand. Now, before we do any cooking in our kitchen, it's really important to always wash your hands and clean your surface before you start. Now, for this recipe, I'm using a Honeycrisp apple because that's my personal favorite, but certainly you can use any other kind of apple that you might like, a Cortland, a Granny Smith. You can also even use a pear, whatever fruit you have on hand. Now, I'm going to eventually saute this apple, so I really want to thinly slice it because that's going to make it easier to cook a little bit quicker. So really nice thin slices is what we're looking for when we slice up our apple. Once we've got that entire apple sliced up, we're going to saute it in a little bit of butter for about 5 minutes until the apples start to soften up. And then we're going to sprinkle about a tablespoon of sugar on top of those apple slices and let them cook up for about another 5 minutes until they get nice and brown. That's the end of the cooking, and honestly, if you'd rather your apples be a little bit more crunchy, you don't even have to do the cooking. You can just keep them right as is. Once you finish with your apples, the last part of this snack prep is to just plate it. The bottom layer is where the crunch comes in, and this is our pretzel thin. Now, I'm using cinnamon sugar flavored pretzel thins. You can use a plain pretzel, or you can even use another type of crunchy thing like a chip, whatever you have on hand. I then take my second layer, which is these nice pre-sliced cheddar cheese cracker cuts. I like using cheddar cheese because it's a little sharp, so it kind of balances nicely with the sweetness of the apple, but you can definitely pick a different type of cheese. The great thing about using cheese in a snack is that it's a good source of protein. Cheddar cheese in particular is lactose-free. Now, in order to make a really healthy snack, especially a post-workout snack, you gotta have a good source of protein, and so that's why I love using cheese in these stackers. The last part of this is to just add some apple. Now, I already cooked up some of my apple before. You can see how nice it looks. I'm just going to stack some on top, and then we're ready to eat. Now, if you're really wanting more of that apple pie flavor, on top of the apples, you can sprinkle a little extra cinnamon. But from there, you're ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed learning about this fun, fall-inspired healthy snack that you can definitely try at home during this time. We're looking forward to seeing you guys back out on the field, but in the meantime, here's to happy snacking and healthy eating.